My name is Alberto Solis. I am the director for systems and applications at the University of Mount St. Vincent. So one of the things that we had to do was create a lot of reports and utilize different tools like SQLs, MySQLs, and many other PL SQLs and many other tools. And we quickly realized that we needed to come up with a solution that allows us to do something uniformly. When we found Evisions, Argos, we quickly realized that we can take everything that we have developed in the other servers and in the other systems and put it into one comprehensive tool. One of the key challenges we were facing was the ability to actually integrate reports from other areas. It was very difficult. We tried many different methods, many different ways, and including Access databases, Excels, and so on and so forth. And we realized that we can incorporate all those mini databases, or what we call the shadow databases, in a way that we can basically get the data from there and that we can actually report in a standard way. That was a very difficult task that we were given because every different department had a different need and they were using different tools. One of the challenges that we were having in our team is the ability to actually comprehend what departments needed in a way where it could be productive and we can actually have a conversation with the other departments to see how is it that they were using the data for. But with Argos, we were very quickly able to gather the data, the raw data, and make it almost like information. That's why we started figuring out that there were some issues with data because the reports were a lot cleaner. They were a lot user-friendly. We were able to, the biggest challenge that we had was having the department to be able to run their own reports and be able to actually create their own reports if they needed to. We never had that opportunity. We never had that capability. Everything was done in-house within IT, and the amount of resources that we had within IT didn't allow us to produce the amount of reports that we needed to produce. By basically separating the coding and giving all this ability to the functional people, we were able to actually accomplish more reports. And I believe that by having a tool like Argos, it was more like a conversation type between the departments, between the IT department and the functional users like, HR, finance, and so on and so forth, and to allow them to actually to have that conversation so we can actually use the product in a better way. It definitely helped us with the data. It definitely helped us to the most illuminating, if I'd say so myself, the most illuminating portion of Argos was when we realized that we can give this product, pass it to the users, they can see the data live, and they can actually give feedback back to us that says this data is not the way that it's supposed to be, and we can actually come up with data governance and a way for the different departments to keep their data in better. We chose Evisions and specifically Argos products, even though we do have the other products, because of the way that they actually work with us. It's not just the institution, but you have the level of support from Argos that allows you to basically, if you have a problem, you can actually go to them and they can help you, guide you to the different, even if it's technical or if it's data or source wise. We are a small institution, or mid-sized institution, 3,500 students. We were growing. Originally, we were 1,700, but now we grew to 3,500 students. And basically, our personnel didn't grow. But by having a seasoned application that doesn't break, it doesn't go down. It's easy to upgrade. It's easy to maintain. Even students like it because we can do data reporting from there, but we do communication streamings with Argos. So you name it. So there's so many different tools that Argos and Evisions have, that it was like an easy choice for us. I can testify to how Argos or the Evisions products, when we started to utilize it, how it changed the dynamics in Mount St. Vincent. At the beginning at the Mount, everything was paperwork, all the communications that we had to do, all the emails that had to be sent out, most of the stuff were manually done. By utilizing Argos, we were able to quickly create population selections where we can target these populations and then send out emails. And to me, the most unutilized portion of Argos is the scheduler, where you can automatically schedule different things and you just set it and forget it. And that was like the number one thing that we were doing with the students. The students, one of the problems that we were having is, as an example, we had some faculties that were having at the beginning of the semester, especially with juniors and sophomores that weren't going into the class. So we basically utilized Argos to send out emails and notifications to the students to say, you're not coming in, you need to be coming into the students, to your classes, to make sure that you're there. And all of a sudden our retention started to go up, because they're starting to realize that, we are here to study. So that was one of the coolest things that we ever done. My favorite report or dashboard that I built was actually related to the mailroom. The mailroom had a need of entering data, and for an external partner that we deliver mail to within the campus, and they had no way to control it. So we created a dashboard that connected to our mailroom system and pulled in the information from there, and they were able to actually enter any changes that they needed to change, and then send out notifications that their mail has been received to these partners that we had no database with, no communication with, and no sources of data to grab information from. So everything was basically in papers. That's how they were keeping tracks of it. And so basically I built that little interface which allowed them to have this dashboard, and they can actually enter all the information and then communicate with the different our different partners, which there were about 400 to 500 of them. If you're looking into Argos and to see if Argos is good for you, I will say give it a try. There's no wrong in giving it a try. You'll be surprised how versatile this tool is and how much you can do and how much you've been missing. Basically because of the way that the Argos connects with the data sources, basically with the data. You don't have to be an expert. It has its own way to guide you, and that is incredibly helpful, especially for people that nowadays you have a lot of new students that are becoming professional. They're quick in learning, and this is a tool that is easy to learn. All I can say is that Argos have changed my life because of the tool that it is. It's basically an important tool that allows you to do many things and allows you to do your day-to-day operations without having any issues. And a lot of people understand the importance of Argos because of the glue that it is.